What's up, Geometry Gurus family? My name is Jared Wynn. I'm the director over at Geometry Gurus SAT program. And right now I have Arjun, Arjun, one of my favorite students over at the Geometry Gurus Gold program. Arjun, say what's up to the community, man.
What's up, y'all?
So today what we want to do is I just want to go over Arjun's journey because Arjun's story is extremely inspiring, right? It's like I was so lucky to see his growth, right? So Arjun, I'm just gonna let you do most of the talking, man. Like, how much were you able to improve your SAT score, man? Working with us.
All right, so basically, I came in with a 490 math score, and obviously that's an issue. So, um, I hit up Jared, and within I don't know exactly how long it took, but afterwards, like after I finished with all the stuff that he has set up, I ended up with a 690. So that's a 200 point increase. It's kind of see that SAT math. I did it off the top of my head. Um, yeah. So I mean, the results are there for sure. Like with the score I got recently, I could probably go to the college that I want to go to, and that's great. And without Jared, I actually genuinely don't know where I would be in terms of
Dude,
like SAT scores and stuff.
dude, in
But
terms of like your biggest struggle, right? Before joining, the program, what were you struggling with the most and how was that making you feel, man? Like, going through those things.
I mean, from just an academic standpoint, it was difficult to like I was jumping around from like tutor to tutor and nothing was working. It I would join a course or like have a one-on-one with the tutor and like spend like these countless hours with them and it like I just it didn't it didn't stick with me, I guess. So and Jared teach like he doesn't teach the way he wants to teach, he teaches the way the kids learn, you know? So and that really helped. Like he put it into perspective, into terms that I would understand. He took the time to get to like know me better, and you know, it just worked out from there.
Sorry, when you say, because I you've never said that before, so I'm just a little bit curious what you mean by that. Like when you say like over here we teach you the way you need to learn, not the way we want to. Like what exactly do you mean by that?
So basically, it's like every kid's different for sure, and not every child is gonna understand a certain way of teaching. So, for example, some kids are like visual learners. You're gonna draw out every problem that we have that we're doing together. Just that's just like one example. So you're very adaptable in the sense that like you'll see early that okay, this student needs a little bit more support with in terms of like visual like you help us visualize the problems better and like that helps anybody. Like I don't care who you are, like seeing the problem in front of you is going to help you. And you do that every single time and that helped me a lot, especially just like drawing out, for example, triangles and circles, just doing those like that's just an example. You putting it in front of us and getting taking the time to get to know us and like and the way we learn and then using that to your advantage really helps us learn the way to like do things.
I had no idea you felt that way, man. So I appreciate you saying that. I mean, how did the support here, Arjun, really, after completing this program, like how confident do you feel about, your stance with SAT math or your stance with the colleges now that you're about to, you know,
Start
go
applying.
into you start
Yep.
applying?
Um well, I think SAT math is now a layup. Um like that's not a joke either. Like you see, I mean, the way the curriculum is structured, it goes unit by unit, and then you look at problems in the practice test, and you're like, oh, I've done this with Jared before. This is easy. So, and you can identify like, oh, this is a quadratics problem. This is a triangle problem. This is a circles problem. Like, and you see everything that you're gonna see on the test in practice, and that's the most important thing. Excuse me. And the resources like they're endless. You get like it's just so simple. You have trouble with a problem, you just text your coach. or go to office hours. Like there's access to like or your teammates, like the people you have your classes with. Like there's endless access almost. It feels like. So I mean, you get whatever you put into it, and if you have all these resources in front of you, you should be putting a lot into it, and in turn, you will get the results that you want.
Dude, I mean, that's right. I mean, you put in the work and you saw the results, right? Like you literally practiced what you just preached right there. So
Yep.
let me ask you, Arjun, right? Is there any other benefit besides, SAT math that, you experienced, other than the math, right? Other than the SAT, right? Was there any surprising benefit or anything that you feel like you gained from being in the program?
Um, family, for sure. Like I felt like a bond toward you, like definitely. And then on top of that, it's like discipline as well, to where I was lazy. I was so lazy before coming into Geometry Gurus. So coming like then realizing how much work I really needed to put in, and then now that I'm done with it, it kind of taught me like it refined my work ethic. So now I'm very like now I get on top of things for sure. Like now that I know that I could do it, you get like a sense of accomplishment. So satisfaction for sure. So you like it teaches you just how to attack things that are difficult, and the SAT is difficult. So definitely that for sure.
I'm so glad, man. The discipline, the amount of work that you put in, it's like you're gonna be successful in whatever you do, right? And like this is like a good precursor to all of that, right? It's like if you can do well in this test, dude, you can do pretty much well in
Yeah.
anything because it's really the same stuff, man.
Right.
Well, and we can keep this short, right? Because I think that what you said was so powerful in terms of like what you're saying. But just to wrap things up, Arjun, what type of advice do you have for other students who were in the same type of the same type of situation as you, like maybe weren't feeling so motivated, or maybe didn't feel like you know they felt like they were just spinning their wheels with the SAT?
Just keep at it. Like you don't get it's impossible to get worse with practice. You can only go up. And like I promise, like just because you don't feel more confident with whatever you're doing doesn't mean you're not getting better at it. Confidence comes with time, and you just have to keep pushing. Really, that's really all there is to it. You just put your head down and do the work. Your results will come. Simple. There's no questions asked. Like that's actually all it is. You just have to do it.
Dude, that was the coldest answer I've ever heard to that. That was such a cold answer, man. That was great, and I think that's why I think my favorite thing about you, dude, is just like you have a high say to do ratio, right? Like you
Right.
say, hey, I'm gonna do like this thing, right? And then you actually go and do it. It's
Right.
not a lot of talk with you, bro. So I just want to say, man, it's like, hey, senior year, bro, have a good like. I'm glad that you're done with your SAT, but guys, that's everyone. That is the Arjun story. That's how Arjun went from a 490 to a 690, working with us, right? But I just want you to understand that it wasn't us that did it. It was Arjun that did it. Arjun put in the work. Arjun followed the processes. All we did was just show him the road, and he went and ran. Okay, so I just want to say, hey, Arjun, thanks a lot for coming and doing this interview, bro. Say bye, everyone. Take it easy, Geometry Gurus family. Take care.